3, and there's arson.
Now, I want the name of Ferguson's employer, and I want my ticket out of Sun here.
Why did you choose PC Santini?
Why not?
Well, I guess I expected you to keep him at a distance.
This is a souvenir of our first meeting. And if Jessica doesn't come through, we send a copy of that to your governor to prove it.
I'll be watching every move you make.
Watch all you like, Mum. Just don't touch.
Bad security, mate. Just found out where you keep your spare key.
What are you doing here?
Well, you're not answering your phone, so I thought I'd bring breakfast, come by and tell you about Ferguson.
Yeah, well, I'm not hungry.
Oh. Gut playing you up?
Yeah. So, what about Ferguson?
Well, the news is, mate, there is no news. His name doesn't ring any bells anywhere. Not even that little ting-a-ling.
Yeah, well, worth a try anyway.
No, it ain't. Not to me. Eddie, listen. This is like the greyhounds. If I don't come back soon with something between the teeth, I'm off to the knackers.
Look, Paulie, I've been really tied up.
So what are you saying? We drop it, yeah?
There's nothing we can do until we got the name for the imports.
But I thought your grass had set it up.
Yeah, look. We'll get back on track. Just give me a few days, yeah?
Probably out of a job now anyway.
Hey?
Well, I found out last night that we're getting a new governor. Some fast-track DCI from Amib. Pallister?
Oh, when's that happening?
Soon.
Yeah, well, we'll have something sorted by then, yeah.
Or I was thinking of blackmail.
Hey?
Only joking. Just. My governor says that this Pallister's got Clintonitis. Been doing a bit of horizontal dancing with a little DS off his own team.
Naughty boy.
Right. Heart attack on the plate, do ya?
Oh.
You leaving me?
Yep. So what's happening tonight?
Well, Marion's staying at the hospital, so I'll have to go up and see her after work, but maybe we can grab a quick drink after?
I'd rather you came back here, really.
I thought our meetings on the M4 really turned you on, Rosie. No?
I'd like things to be different, Rich.
A month or so. My new rank will be confirmed. I'll be off to area drugs and no longer your supervising officer. And Marion will be more stable.
Yeah, sure.
So will you meet me later?
Probably. I've got to go.
Okay.
What happened to you last night? Oh. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I got mugged on my way home last night.
You're kidding. Did you see who it was? Because we can do a check.
No, come on, look, they gave me a kick and then took off.
When I arrived at yours, all the lights were off. You know, I rang loads of times.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I went for a lay down. I must have fallen asleep.
I thought you stood me up. Did you call it in?
Nah. Oh, look, they took a tenner. You know, anyway, I'll just get a stick off the lads, wouldn't I?
It's up to you. Are you sure you're going to be OK for work?
Yeah, I'll see you upstairs in a sec. Yeah?
OK.
You're coping with camping out in CRD?
I'm not sure they're too happy about us drinking their coffee, but otherwise we're managing fine, sir, yeah?
You happy with the volunteers?
Yeah, they're working hard. Your man Eddie Santini's quite a character.
He's a good officer, though.
Yeah.
Oh. Eddie? We were, just talking about you.
Speaking of the devil.
How are you enjoying yourself upstairs?
Oh, it's a really good opportunity for me, yes, sir.
Good.
Oh, any chance of a work, Gov?
I'll catch up with you two later.
That's excellent. Yeah, what's up?
Well, it's a bit difficult. I don't know if you heard about a problem Sergeant Fox and I had when she was here before.
I'm I'm aware of it.
Right. Well, I'm not proud of myself over it, you know. I mean, we both got in too deep, too fast, hurt each other, pulling out. A lot of bad things got said.
What's your point, Eddie?
Well, basically, I'm not sure Sergeant Fox is happy having me around, sir. It's, you know, quite difficult for me. I mean, it's been great having the chance to be on the squad, but I can see it's not doing her any good.
Excuse me.
It's not doing her any good. She's still angry, plus there's still stuff there. So anyway, I thought it might be best for the investigation if I volunteered to be replaced.
Well, look, I agree with you that might be the ideal solution, but you're with us. And to be honest, I don't think I can ask any more favours off your governors.
Yeah, well, it's selfish too, Guff. See, I'm looking to make a move to one of the squads soon. DC Tucker mentioned that you were off to area drugs. And, well, I wouldn't want Sergeant Fox's view of me to colour, you know, anyone else's opinion.
Well, you just don't worry on that account, OK? You do your job. I'll make sure Sergeant Fox does hers, OK?
Yeah, OK.
OK.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Teresa. Yeah, thanks.
Right, June.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
DI just called. He's got a couple of days' leave. He said if you want to use his office, and
All right, OK. Thanks, Redden. You going out?
Yeah, I want to talk to the woman who saw Ferguson's car, Teresa Cairns.
Why?
Well, she said she knew Steve seemed very concerned about him, but she didn't even mention Jessica when I talked to her, so I thought I'd go and check it out.
OK.
What are you doing?
Well, I want as many people as possible working on how and where the Ortons got the gear to, you know, blow themselves up. What's your plan for PC Santini today?
I'm going to put him to work.
That's not quite what I meant.
And I'm going to keep a close eye on him.
Just let him get on and concentrate on the case, Rosie.
Yeah. Don't worry, Gav.
Good.
Hi, Eddie. I want to see a witness. You can come with me.
All right, Sarge, yeah.
Watch your back, Eddie. It's dangerous out there.
Any particular reason why me, Sarge?
I don't need a reason.
Okay, then.
You got a minute, Gav?
yeah, sure.
How you doing? Cheers.
That's the last of the local B&Bs. Do you want us to keep going, Gov?
Nah. I think we're wasting our time.
You never know. Rosie, Sergeant Fox might have a bit more luck.
You known Rosie long?
About 3 or 4 years. Haven't seen much of her recently. This new job keeps her very busy.
It's one way of putting it.
Morning.
Morning, girl.
Sir? DC Rawton? Yeah, sir?
Yeah.
OK, thanks.
What is it?
A&E sister from St. Hugh said one of the victims on the critical list has pulled through.
Great.
What, are you ill or something?
That's a stomach bug, but thanks for your concern, Sarge.
Carol, the bar manager, said that Jess had no family apart from Steve. She must have had friends she could go to apart from Carol.
Punters at the club were as close as she got to friends.
Is that how she picked up her men as well, is it?
Well, who cares?
Could be relevant to the investigation, Eddie.
Oh, look, they blew themselves up. What difference does it make here for who Jess was shagging?
I think Steve was right out of the loop.
Anything you say, Sarge.
So who else was she screwing then, Eddie, apart from you?
Ah, well, we're back on this again.
Oh, didn't you realise you weren't the only one?
Look, I was not having a sexual relationship with Jessica Rawton.
Oh, you're lying, Eddie. I know how good you are at it, remember?
I don't have to take this crap.
And I'm going to find out why. Hi, Teresa.
Hiya.
This is PC Santini.
Come in. Come in. I know you from somewhere, don't I?
I mean, sweetheart, I've never been there.
Steve's dead, isn't he? I heard in the paper shop.
Yes, he is. Sorry.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks.
Yeah, coffee'd be great, Teresa. Teresa?
Teresa. How do you like it, love?
Ooh, the natural way. Black, no sugar.
Was Steve a good friend of yours, Teresa?
Yeah, he used to be. I used to work for him cleaning in the club before I got married, like. He was dead good to me when I first come down to London. So, anyway, what about Lady Muck? That Jess, where's she?
Well, we don't know, to be honest. She's sort of disappeared.
What, skipped off like?
Yeah, we really need to find her.
Well, I'm not sure that can help you there. I didn't really know the woman. Steve had that club for years on his own before she come along.
When was that?
4 or 5 years back.
Do you know what Jess did before that? Where she came from?
She crawled out from some gutter somewhere. That's where she come from. Steve told me herself she was a working girl when she first met him, even though she pretended otherwise.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Lovely coffee, Teresa. Very nice.
She's got a grown-up sprog as well, you know. Well, she's got to be a teenager anyway.
What, Jess does?
Nice-looking girl. Black. She even tried to keep that a secret from everyone. Steve only told me because I found the kid in the club one morning.
What was her daughter's name?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. She was never mentioned after that one time.
Right, well...
Do you know if Jess
really
was seeing anyone else, Teresa? Like, boyfriends?
Yes, I'd have put money on that. She never really loved Steve.
Did you see her with anyone in particular?
Well, I wasn't really looking, to be honest. That way I wouldn't have to keep any nasty little secrets from Stevie, would I?
There's a friend for you.
OK, well, that's been a real help.
Not sure how.
We'll show ourselves out.
Listen, they're saying down the shops that you lot reckon it was an insurance job gone wrong because of all that money they owed.
Well, it's a possibility we're
Well,
looking
you're
into.
barking up the wrong tree, love, in my opinion. Because Steve loved that little club more than anything, including that Jessica.
OK, well, thanks again.
Think I'm in there, Sarge? What do you reckon, eh?
Have you met Jess's daughter?
Never knew she had one.
Did you know Jessica was a Tom before she married Steve?
Yeah.
Ah, but it didn't occur to you to mention it, given that it might just provide us with a lead to her whereabouts.
Hey, look, we weren't that close. She didn't share many useful details of her past life with me, Sarge. Now, can't you just get off my back about Jessica?
Did she work round Brim Street?
Yeah.
OK, we'll get Liz. We'll go down there for a look.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Gardner. How are you feeling?
Not in the mood for dancing.
Do you feel up to telling us what you remember about the night of the fire?
It's all a bit mixed up, really. I was there about 7. Had a couple of pints. Tried chatting Carol up. It's never worked in years, though. Steve was there. Tim the Mad Drummer. Steve was going on about Miles Davis, I remember that. Then Jess came in later.
And were you aware of anything out of the ordinary happening over the last few weeks?
Steve was a bit spooked the other night. He said someone had broken into the club, knocked out the alarms and that, but he couldn't find anything missing after.
Do you know exactly when this was?
3 nights back. Sorry, I'm not much use to you at the minute.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Gardner. That's been great. I think we'll leave it there for now. Let you rest. OK. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
I remember I noticed that copper friend of theirs, Eddie.
Have we got a car outside of Carol Bowen's place?
Yeah? Why?
Well, I still think she's our best bet for a contact.
It's covered. Look, I'm going to get a sandwich.
Yeah, I'll see you up there in a few minutes, Sarge. I just...
Yeah, OK.
Carol, it's Eddie. I need to listen. Just listen or you'll be in a lot more trouble. Oh, there was a tall black girl. She turned up at the club with a baby a while back. Yeah, Jess said she was some homeless kid she helped out. Sophia, yeah, that's it. And you took her home, yeah?
We better check what Mr. Gardner said with Eddie, because, I mean, he's probably confused.
Yeah.
Because he was at work with you from 10, wasn't he?
Hold on, you two.
Tony likes all the gossip.
She doesn't. I'll see you all upstairs.
Eddie, how's it going with Sergeant Fox?
Yeah, OK, fine. No problems.
Behaving yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing the job, Sarge.
Good. What's up?
Nothing. I've got personal things come up I need to sort out day after tomorrow, so I wondered if I could get someone to replace me.
You are having a laugh.
No, Sarge, come on.
You realise there were 5 bodies down? Is it that important, or just a matter of life and death?
I'll let you know, Sarge.
We need to talk.
Yeah, all right.
Come on.
What?
One of the victims just told me and Dave that he saw you at the club on the night of the fire.
Yeah, well, I was.
When?
Well, I dropped in on my way to work, you know, just after I left you.
It wasn't in the notes, Eddie. You should have told someone.
Yeah, well, I did.
You told someone? Who?
Sergeant Fox.
So why has hasn't she recorded it?
I forgot. Too busy plotting my downfall? I don't know. You tell me, Vic, then we'll both know.
Yeah, I've done the round, sir. There's nothing from anyone I know to connect Steve Rawton to the local drug scene. Nobody's heard of Ferguson either.
Okay. Any progress on where the petrol came from?
Well, Gary covered most of the local garages yesterday. We're still looking through their security videos.
Okay. There's Mr. Gardner.
Well, lucky to be alive, I reckon. This may not be connected, Gov, but he says something about there being a break-in at the club 2 nights before the fire. Somebody disabled the alarm, but Steve couldn't find anything missing, apparently.
It's a new one on us.
What about Teresa Cairns?
There was one other thing, Gov. Mr. Gardner mentioned seeing you at the club that night, Eddie.
Eddie?
Yeah, I just popped in before I went back on duty that night. Should have been in a note somewhere. I reported to Sergeant Fox on the night.
No, you didn't.
Sarge?
He didn't say anything to me.
Yeah, you asked me about the Ortons, remember, and... Well, perhaps you just forgot, Sarge, heat of the moment.
No, I didn't forget, Eddie. You never told me anything
Hold
about
on,
our business.
Rosie. Was this a social call?
Yeah, I wanted to thank them. I just bought a new flat, and they gave me a bit of stuff they were replacing, second-hand kitchen gear. And Steve was out the back of the club as I passed, so I popped in for a sec.
No, I'm sorry, but he's making this up.
Yeah, why would I do that, Gov? Look, you must have just
Don't
forgot.
you dare try to lay this
Well,
up on
you
me.
out of
And
order,
you're lying
Sarge.
again. You never said
Rosie!
a word to me about seeing them.
Yes, he did, Sarge.
What?
I knew that he dropped by that night. I told him you should report it, and he said he'd already spoken to you.
Okay, I think that's enough.
God, this
No,
this
now
is
just drop it,
ridiculous.
Rosie! DI's office, please.
Oh, Sarge, you mind if I take my own car when I come to meet you at Brim Street? I need to book a doc's appointment to check out this gastric thing.
All right, whatever.
She really doesn't like you, does she?
Well, feelings mutual, but thanks for being propped you back up.
I'll collect my reward later.
Was that a deliberate wind-up?
Huh?
Well, it looked like it to me.
Your antenna's way off, Dave. Maybe you should get back on the medication.
You didn't know Eddie was at the club that night. You said to
It's still the truth, Dave. She's just covering for her own mistake by throwing a wobbler at Eddie. I don't think she should get away with it. Do you?
Explain to me why he's lying, Rosie. Oh, other than to undermine you, of course.
That's one of the things he's up to. He knows I'm watching him.
He's explained what he was doing.
He's always explaining what he's doing, Richard. Haven't you noticed that yet? At Carol Bowen's, at the Ortons, at the club, with Ferguson, he's involved.
How? You know, why?
He's been screwing Jessica Rawton.
I don't believe this. Why are you so obsessed?
Because it gives him a motive to cover for her.
I think you're way off, Rosie.
You don't know him.
You chose to work with him. You told me you could handle it.
I can handle it.
Then prove that and start focusing on this investigation. And keep whatever convoluted sexual obsession you have with Eddie Santini out of it.
Why did he cover for him?
I didn't cover for him.
He's a big boy. He can tell his own lies pretty well already, don't you think?
He wasn't lying.
He was, Vicky.
Suit yourself, then.
Is he really fooling you, or are you just pretending to be dumb?
Get off his back, Sarge, and mine.
No chance.
Who is it?
Gas board.
What do you want?
Read the meter, love.
What do you want? What are you looking for? Walking in my house like this. Who do you think you are, eh?
This bag yours?
Yeah.
Go on. Go on! Jessica.
Hey, put that down or I'll call the police.
I am the police, sweetheart. Now, where is she?
I don't know.
Come on. Back from the dead, Jess.
What are you doing here? What are you doing?
Let me go, Eddie. What, now I've gone to all this trouble to find you?
Leave me alone!
Now, shut up! You're a greedy, lying, true...
You don't blame me for that!
Now, listen,
No!
look what means this total mess, and now it's payback time.
Stop it!
Get the baby
Leave me
dressed
alone!
up, you're going out. Now, listen, look what means this total...
Do you recognise this one? OK. Well, thanks for your help. No.
I haven't even been able to find anyone who remembers her.
No, nor me.
didn't plan to stitch you up. I didn't plan anything. Ferguson called me after we met that day.
Yeah, what for?
He said his boss wanted to meet me back at Danny's bar. On my own. So I went.
Grim little tart.
Name's Sherman Tim. Some kind of city businessman type. And he said that he and Ferguson thought that you were a bit too flaky, were worried that you were going to wobble on further on down the line. Yeah, and it was I who told him that you were solid. Sherman said he had a way that I could make the money that I needed, not involving reluctant husbands.
Yeah, being a courier.
I didn't see how I could say no.
Oh, don't try it on, Jess. You saw a way to get what you wanted.
Yeah, well, I didn't, did I? I got the club blown up and Steve killed instead. And I still don't understand why.
Because they ID'd me.
What?
They guessed what we were up to.
Oh, could you?
No, it's not down to me. They filmed us at that meeting. Someone must have seen it coming.
So what are you going to do? Arrest them?
No, I'm not going to arrest them. You're going to confess.
Confess to what?
You and Steve owed money. Everybody knew that. And everyone at my end thinks what Sherman wanted them to think, that it was an insurance job that went wrong. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to say, and you are going to say it.
Don't be crazy. People died. I could get done for murder.
Yeah, that's exactly the point, Jessica. Someone's got to go down for it, and Sherman's picked you for the job.
You've got to be joking. No way. Look, we can go back to your Nick and tell them everything.
No, he's got film of me taking money.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop me. I can tell them.
No, because you have got Sophia and a baby to think about.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just giving you the bottom line here, like Ferguson gave it to me.
You're very tense, Rosie.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy if we could find Jessica Rawton.
Yeah, but this is about Eddie, isn't it?
He was lying, you know.
Rosie, don't you think...
It's happening again, Liz. Can't you see it?
I'm trying to be a friend.
Yeah. Even you think I'm neurotic about Eddie.
I think there's more to it than that.
Yeah? Such as?
Such as you and the DCI and what you're trying to prove.
What?
Look, if you're involved with him, I can understand having Eddie around.
I'm not involved with him, though. Who told you that?
No one. I just assumed that there was something going on.
It's just ignorant office gossip. You know what it's like.
OK, Rosie, but I am your friend, you know. You can trust me.
Yeah, I know. Can we just forget it?
Yeah. Of course we can.
Come on, Jess, eh? You've had plenty of experience of lying to police officers before, haven't you? Ferguson. Yeah, all sorted. I'll give you a call as soon as we're through the first stage.
Jess?
Go on out and make sure you don't come back till tonight.
Go on, sir. You'll be safer that way.
Don't worry about Mum. She'll be back in a few years.
You're a total bastard.
Time to go.
How long will I get if they do me for murder?
Well, you could get lucky if you say what I told you.
Ed,
Look, any games, any screw-ups, Sophia's floating in the canal and I'm dead meat in a cage for the next 10 years. So let's do it right, Jess. Huh? Come on.
Rosie, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about a Jessica Rawton.
Is that the missing wife?
Yeah, Eddie told me she used to be a tom down at Brim Street.
Did he?
Yeah, a good few years back. You don't remember the name, do you?
No. Did you look at the record? Maybe Eddie got it wrong.
That's what I was wondering. Mind checking?
No. Is it, Alton? Jessica?
Yeah.
Date of birth?
14/10/61.
There you go.
All the charges were made at Stafford Row.
Well, that was her address at the time.
It's nowhere near Brim Street.
No. Does it help you?
Yeah, I think it does.
We've got Jessica on one of the security videos filling her car up the morning before the fire. In theory, they could have siphoned the petrol off into cans.
Well, now, it's not exactly evidence. Do you know how much she bought?
Dave's checking on that now.
Sorry, can I just have a quick word with you, Gov?
Just let me know, Jim.
Sir.
Thanks. What now?
I want to talk to you about what Eddie's really up to.
Are you serious?
Richard.
I've just finished telling you I don't want to hear this.
Look, can you just give me one chance to get a fair hearing from me? You've been prepared to accept my instincts on a case before.
Yeah, on the occasions that didn't involve ex-lovers.
Excuse me, I've told you several times Eddie was never my lover.
Yeah, you say that, and there are other people at
Have
this...
you just been talking to him?
I'm just having trouble squaring what you tell me what appears to be happening here, Rosie.
Look, can you just put away your feelings and listen? I suspected it before, but now I'm certain that Eddie's deliberately trying to put our investigation off the trail. He got to Carroll before we did. He lied about the coincidental index check on Ferguson's car. He lied about where he was on the night of the fire. And he's just sent Liz and I on a wild goose chase around Brim Street when he knew that Jess did her tomming at Stafford Row.
OK. Why is he doing that? Can you answer that simple question for me?
Because he's involved with Jessica and he wants to stop us finding her and doing her for murder.
So you're saying he'd risk his whole career to cover for some ex-Tom who you only think he's had his leg over?
He's not as clever as he thinks he is. That's partly what makes him so dangerous. I found that out, Richard. He's a risk taker. He'll bend or break the rules. He'll manipulate people and facts because he always thinks he's justified and he always thinks he's going to get away with it.
So why are you the only person telling me this?
Because no one else is looking. I'm not saying that he was directly involved in the arson, but I'm telling you he's trying to stop us getting to Jessica. And he's using this investigation to throw us red herrings like Brim Street and make sure we never even have a remote chance of catching up with her.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's good news. Eddie's just called in. He's found Jessica at her daughter's. He's bringing her in now.
Sign there for your property, please.
Aha. Excellent work, Eddie.
Well, Sergeant Fox got us a lead on the daughter, Gov. Just lucky my mates at Social Services managed to track her down from a couple of details we had.
Liz said she'd already coughed.
Steve was the prime mover, apparently.
That's good enough for me.
Interview now, Gov.
Yes, please. Right, let's go, Eddie. Which room?
Number 4.
OK.
Actually, I'd like to be in on the interview, Gov.
Eddie's the arresting officer.
Yeah, I know, but what about his prior relationship with Jessica? If a defence got wind of that further down the line, they could turn it into a problem.
Look, I know half the villains I interview, Gov, plus there's no reason for it to come up anyway.
Gov.
OK. Why don't you two sit in together?
Yeah, OK, fine.
Just bring me the tape as soon as you're finished.
Come on, then.
Steve thought that we were going to lose the whole business if we couldn't pay back the bank. So he decided to do a job on the club.
What job?
Blow it up. Get a load of petrol, someone to set it off. Make it seem like a gas explosion or something. Claim on the insurance.
I see.
Well, I tried to talk Steve out of it first. I did talk him out of it a couple of times. But he just kept going on about how we had no choice. Eventually, I stopped. I just said that whatever he did, I didn't want to know the details.
So you're saying Steve did it, but you don't know how or where he got the equipment to make this bomb?
No. I was convinced that he'd never do it anyway. He couldn't even change a plug without messing it up.
Well, if you doubted Steve's DIY capabilities and you never actually witnessed the preparations, how can you be sure that it was Steve that blew up the club? Couldn't you be wrong about that?
No.
After what he'd been saying...
Don't prompt her.
It's all he talked about for weeks.
For the tape, I'm showing the suspect exhibits SP13 and SP14. A metal cash box with the remains of an amount of low-grade heroin that was found inside the box. This box was found under the bar at your club. Do you know anything about them?
The cash box. Looks like the one we had. I don't know anything about the rest.
What, nothing at all?
No.
Any suggestions? Don't look at him, Jess. Answer my question, please.
I've no idea. It must have been part of Steve's plan to make the extra money that we needed.
Who's John Ferguson?
Never heard of him.
Not a boyfriend?
No.
Jessica, I'm having various problems believing this story you've told me. Number one, everyone we've talked to has said that Steve would never have blown up his own club, bar you. Secondly, you don't come across as the kind of person who'd let someone make decisions for you in life. Especially not important decisions like whether or not to commit a serious crime.
Oh, you can think what you like.
Were you faithful to Steve, Jess? Have you got a boyfriend?
No.
Number of people have told us different.
What people?
He's been described as tall, slim, and dark-haired.
Look, I didn't have a boyfriend. I love Steve.
Shame he died then, isn't it? Gosh, you were very lucky not to get hurt in that explosion.
I wasn't anywhere near the stage when it went up.
What exactly is going on here? How do you know where the bomb was planted?
I don't know. I suppose Steve must have mentioned it.
But you said he told you nothing about it, Jess.
Yeah, I mentioned it to her earlier. It was a mistake. Sorry. Services in, haven't you?
Yeah, well,
Have you listened to the tape?
Yeah, I've heard it through once already, and I think we've got a result. But I don't see you smiling, Rosie.
No, I think it's a false confession, Gov. It's far too neat and tidy. But Steve built a bomb with her passive cooperation, but he's conveniently dead, so none of it can be verified.
Well, just because she can't corroborate it doesn't mean she's lying.
It fits the facts and forensics so far.
Yeah, and what about Eddie's contribution to the interview?
But he hardly made one, did he? You didn't give him the opportunity.
Yeah, I made a mistake, sir.
Jess spent half the interview watching you for approval, Eddie.
I know her. She was nervous.
It just wasn't like that.
For God's sake, Rosie.
Look, I'll leave you to it, Gov. Yeah?
Ready to go, Gov?
Yeah, no. Hang on a minute. Listen, I've just had a call. Something's gone off over at Harringay. The boss wants Sue and I down there now. Looks like you're holding the baby for a couple of hours. Think you managed not to drop it?
Yeah. I'll be fine.
You have to call me if anything serious comes up.
I may want to re-interview.
Just use your head, Rosie. Remember what the stakes are here.
How could I possibly forget?
What's that supposed to mean?
Excuse me.
Look, we really need to talk.
No, I think the real priority is sorting out what we should do.
Such as?
Such as stop seeing each other for a while until we're both free of some baggage.
Yeah, and when's that likely to happen, Richard? Sometime in the 21st century?
Yeah, well, it's up to us, isn't it?
You're a coward.
Nah. I've risked my career to make this thing work.
Only so far, though, eh?
Sarge, CSC's here. This is going to get her from reception.
OK, thanks.
Look, you worried about Jessica's confession?
Worried? I think it's rubbish.
What's Eddie's angle on this?
Oh, well, he was sleeping with the woman. It makes it a little bit tough to work out, though.
Did he tell you that?
Oh, I didn't need to.
So you think he knew that she was making it up?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Right.
Thanks, Dave.
Sorry to interrupt. Debbie Jackson, Sarge.
Oh, hi.
How's it going? I hear you found the runaway wife.
Yeah, we've just interviewed her.
And what does she have to say?
Oh, that hubby built himself a bomb to blow up the club for the insurance, but it went wrong.
That's interesting, because they've just changed their minds down at the lab.
What about?
When we first looked at the timer, we thought it was wrongly assembled. Now we're not sure it could have triggered the bomb in the first place.
How was it triggered, then?
We don't know yet. Possibly by remote control.
Well, Jess said Steve couldn't wire up a plug. How's he going to manage a remote control detonator?
Maybe he had help.
Well, if it was a deliberate decoy, arson made to look like an amateur insurance job, Jess must have been coerced into giving the confession by whoever planted the bomb.
If it is. We're not certain yet.
I want to know why Eddie went along with a false confession.
We're not sure it is false.
Well, hopefully Jess will straighten us all out.
Oh, anything for us to do, Sarge? We're a bit spare.
I'll let you know in a bit. Latest from the lab said Jess could be making it all up, so Liz and I are going to have another chat.
So, what's going on now? We've had some new information through from the forensic labs, Jess.
Basically, they're telling us that the bomb wasn't made or detonated by your husband, so why are you lying?
I was telling the truth.
No, this is a lot cleverer than your story, Jess, sorry. Whoever made this bomb knew what they were doing. They wanted it to look like a homemade job that went wrong, but now we know it wasn't. So, what were you into? Drugs? Who had a reason to blow up your club?
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
Who are they after? Everyone? Just you? You and Steve? What?
I've got nothing else to say. I've said what I know.
Why are you claiming you committed a serious crime when you didn't, Jess?
I just told you what Steve told me.
Ah, so you're saying it was a coincidence that Steve was planning to build a bomb, but someone else got there first?
We're not stupid, Jess. I mean, if someone or something else was involved, then...
No. Look, whatever's going on has resulted in 3 deaths so far, one of them your husband's.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes, I don't think it's about time for some honesty, Jess.
I've told you what happened.
No, you've told us a load of rubbish, and I've had enough of it. Who blew up your club, Jess?
I can't help you. talk to us, Jess.
Come on. You can talk to us now.
I've got nothing else to say.
OK. Interview terminated, 16:40. We've got a few things to do. Then we'll bail you. You can go.
Go?
See, I reckon it was down to Jessica and the boyfriend.
Well, this Ferguson character.
Yeah, whoever. You see, she wants to dump poor old Steve. But she's not going to get anything from the club if she leaves, so she persuades Chummy to burn the place down. That way they get half the insurance money and they disappear off into the sunset. But it all goes terribly wrong.
The best laid plans, eh?
She'd be worth it, wouldn't she? Hey, Eddie.
OK, Jessica's sticking to her story and doesn't want to talk about who forced her to come in with it, so I've decided to release her for now, see if that brings anything out of the woodwork.
Well, does the DCI know?
Not yet. He's halfway down a tube tunnel somewhere. I can't contact him. So, you and Vicky can go home. Right, Rod, Dave, you can hang around if you don't mind. We'd like to set up a surveillance on Jessica's house.
Cheer up. Not enjoying yourself upstairs.
Oh, it's non-stop fun, Sarge.
Glad to hear it.
Collect my reward.
Yeah, look, I'm late for something, Vicky.
Oh, it's all right. The Specky's there. I'll cook us some food. We can eat whenever you get back.
Yeah, OK, fine. See you later.
The DCI's still unavailable.
I think we should go and get the paperwork done.
I think we should wait, let Jess stew a bit longer.
When she came in here, she was already prepared to go to prison for murder rather than tell the truth. I don't think sitting in a cell for another hour's going to make the difference.
What about the DCI?
I can justify what I'm doing, Liz.
What if the lab changed their minds again?
That didn't sound likely, did it?
You're taking a big risk with Jess if you're right.
But we'll have people watching the whole time. She'll be OK. Let's go.
That'll be a very good reason for this, Eddie.
Good. Yeah, the wheel's coming off. They're letting her go. We're going to have to go to a plan B or something.
Have you got a plan B?
It's not down to me. I've done my bit as instructed. Look, they've sussed out maybe it wasn't an amateur job, so they think Jess could be lying, so they're looking for other suspects.
There's only two ways to find us, though. You and Jessica. And you won't tell, will you?
No, but I can't control what Jess does, can I?
Have to.
Yeah, how?
That's your problem. Oh, another thing. You'll get your plane ticket in the post tomorrow.
Oh.
We'll meet early to make final arrangements. I'll call you to confirm a time and a place.
Look, Jess will be under surveillance any minute. I've got this Governor Fox. She never takes her eye off me.
One female should be too much for you to handle.
I'm really stressed here, Ferguson.
Happy ending, Eddie. That's the requirement. I'll see you tomorrow.
This is yours. You're free to go.
This way. See you later.
All right, Sarge.
I haven't got my keys. I lost them on the night of the fire.
It's OK. I've got Steve's set. Steve's keys. You know, you could tell me everything right here, Jess, with no one else listening. Yeah? I'll come in and make sure everything's secure before I go. What?
I must have forgotten to double lock it.
Right, I'll check upstairs.
Carol, it's me. I'm home. Yeah, I know.
upstairs is fine. What I can't work out is what Eddie's up to in all this. What's he getting out of it? See, I thought he was protecting you, but he's not, is he? Did I tell you about me and him? I used to work at Sunhill. I got to know him very well. We got close for a while. But then he tried to scare me too. He tried to rape me in the locker room at work. Then he tried to lose me my job. But I stood up to him, Jess. You can do that as well, you know. You see, the thing about Eddie is he thinks that he's the one in control. He has to believe that, but mostly it's just a pathetic fantasy. You see, what you're dealing with is a sad fake. Too in love with himself to see how stupid he is. He's sad, Jess. You can stop him right now if you want to.
I'd like you to go.
Don't let him do
Please.
this to you, Jessica.
Please.
Okay, I'll go. Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me, no, Eddie wasn't involved. Deny he's the one who gave you that story to tell. No, I knew you wouldn't. My mobile number. Call me as soon as you're ready. Call me.
Bye.
It's Rosie. Has the governor come up yet? OK, tell him it's important and ask him to call me at home as soon as he does, yeah?
Eddie! No! No!
I'm taking her advice, you said it, Eddie!
She knows! She knows!
Trying to enforce it against me, that is retarded!
I don't need to, she's got you sussed, Eddie!
Well, shut up and listen!
You're all those things that she said. You sad bastard! I hope she curses at you!
Jess? Jess.
DC Rawton from DC Skates. We're in position.
Received, Rod.
Shall I get something to eat?
We've only just got here.
I'm hungry. No? Carol Bowen.
Why isn't she answering the door? Something's not right.
What do you want to do?
Let's go. Rod from Liz, get round here now.
Hello? Yeah, Liz. What's happening, Gov?
Basically, there's some anomalous bruising, plus some deposits under her nails, so the FME's guess is that Jess might have had help falling down the stairs.
Oh, that's impossible. The house was secure. Liz was here when I left.
way.
But I tried to contact you before I released her.
Come out this way.
Look, I made a decision based on the new forensics we got. We had no reason to hold her, Richard.
It isn't nearly that clear-cut.
Jess gave a false confession. I told you that before the news from the lab confirmed it. Now, releasing her seemed the best way to find out who coerced her and why.
Not your decision to make.
Richard, you left me in charge.
Yes, I did. And that was a mistake.
You've got to talk to Eddie. He's the only one we've got who knows what's going on here.
Oh, so what? Is he the murderer now?
Richard, listen to me.
No, I've done enough listening, Rosie! And we are faced with the horrific possibility that your misguided actions have resulted directly in the murder of an innocent person. So now, it's time to get off whatever crazy ride you're on and bring yourself back down to earth before you find yourself out of a career. And I do too.
Am I off the case?
Go home.
Richard!
I said! Go home. We'll discuss what happens to you tomorrow.
Eddie? I'm in here.
I thought of something better to do than cook. Come here. What did you do to your face?
I walked into a hedge.
It's not your day, is it? So where did you go?
See a mate about a car.
You've got a car.
Well, that doesn't stop me from looking, does it?
Are you going to cheer up?
But it's been a long day. I've had Rosebud on my back.
Don't think about her. She's sorted.